Hey there, artsy friends. I am coming to you from Northwest Arkansas, the United States of America. This is my Shorty Art Journal series, and I am starting a new page that already has a bunch of bleed through on the back because I used alcohol markers on the last page, but that's okay because I am going to start with collage. These are some homemade collage papers that I made just by ripping out book pages and using my homemade stamps. I think if you really wanted to, you could probably find them in a video somewhere. I think in my 61 things to make collage out of. Yeah, I think that's where. Or maybe my homemade stamps. No, I don't know if they were in that one. Anyway, I made some homemade stamps out of like cheap foam, like the craft foam that you get in the little kid craft area where it has the sticky back, which is really nice. And then you just cut it out in any shape and then you put it on a piece of cardboard. It's easy as that. So I am going to piece together my collage. And since they're already decorated, for lack of a better term, I'm going to try to piece them visually. A lot of times I start with collage and I just really don't give it a whole lot of thought because I know that I'm going to cover it up. And at this point in my page journey, I'm like, I don't know that I want to cover it up. Maybe I want my collage to be more intentional and more of, maybe I don't want to bury it under too many layers. Like I want it to look good compositionally. So yeah. So I like to, sometimes I have to stop myself from completely making a symmetrical page because I'm always kind of looking for balance, but I can also kind of accidentally make it maybe too symmetrical, which I don't like. I like it just, I don't know, I like it to feel natural, but also like, the colors to just balance each other out and the positioning of like similar patterns. So I'm just tearing and playing around. Okay, so I'm liking how it's feeling, and I just folded over the edge because I thought it maybe will make an interesting little piece when I go to the next page. But I am rounding off the corners of any overlap. But I'm liking how it feels right now. And I know that this bright yellow will be very transparent, so I'm just gonna use my bright colors, my fluorescent neon colors, to brighten it up without covering over my pretty papers. I feel like I can say, ooh, now comes the fun part at like every stage. Because now I'm going to doodle with my Posca marker. And so you can either like create totally new patterns on top to create more depth of layers. But I also think it's kind of fun just to highlight or outline the shapes that are already there to kind of, I don't know, bring continuation. I don't know, just make them stand out, pop more. Like I love this like turquoise with the orange. Yeah. All right, how you liking that blues guitar and harmonica? Okay, so I'm starting with a quote, and then I chose a word from the quote to be kind of my focal point word statement, which is going to be positive. Here's the quote. Staying positive doesn't mean you have to be happy all the time. It means that even on hard days, you know there are better ones coming. So I found that on Pinterest. Natural Life, they make like clothing, they make all kinds of things, and they have a lot of these like really pretty artsy quotes that often resonate with me. So I've borrowed quite a few of them. So I pulled out the keyword being positive, and I'm going to make that my focal point word on my page. I'm going to use an old receipt to stamp my word onto, just because I think like the words and the numbers behind it kind of give it a little bit more something interesting. And these block letters are so bold that I'm not worried about it like distracting from the background. So there's two I's in positive. Ooh, that sounds like an analogy. An I in positive. I have to be positive. Okay, so this ink I was trying to remember when I started my scrapbooking journey when I first got married in 2002, and then I'm pretty sure I got this ink pad pretty soon after that. So I think it's at least 20 years old, and it is still good. Isn't that crazy? Some things are made to last. But it is premium dye ink pad. It is not, I don't know the correct artistic term, but it smears. So I want to get some, I think it's Stays On brand or I don't know. I know there's some brands of ink pads out there that don't smear when you like put Mod Podge or something over it. So I'm writing out the rest of my quote on the back of the receipt because I don't want the busyness of the words because I think with just handwriting it smaller, it might just be a little bit too busy. And I don't want to block out too much of my background because I love it. And so I am just going to cut my quote into strips and position it around that way. So I already kind of like the way it is, just with like the big positive bold being almost central, a little to the left, a little like, yeah. Oh, this is when I realized, ooh, I cannot Mod Podge over the top. So I was just careful. I just stopped right there and did not put anything over the top to seal it. And yeah, so then I'm just gonna put the rest on. Now I wrote out the handwriting was just a Posca marker, which is acrylic paint in a pen form or marker form, so that you can use the Mod Podge over the top. So yeah, that's smeary. Okay, and then I thought I would kind of shade or give each of the word strips a little bit of a shadow. I started with like my fine liners, but they're very subtle, and yeah, so I decided to take my big old fat Posca marker, and sometimes it's nice to kind of outline the edge. It frames it in. I like how it added just a little bit more to that. What do you think? I think at this point I did. Before I put the words on, I let it dry, and I did cover it with a layer of Mod Podge. I don't always do that. I learned that I don't want to do that if I'm using like metallics or something, because it mutes it and it does not like show off the contrast with something shiny, you know. All right, so yeah, I'm taking another Posca marker and just going over what I already did with my fine liner pen because it just wasn't bold enough. So there, ta-da! I'm gonna fill in a little bit of where the ink smeared. Yeah, maybe that'll be my next investment, is some different ink pads. Okay, so I also have been starting a new thing in this series where I'm making little art recipe cards. Ta-da! So you can take a screenshot, or I will put a free downloadable PDF in the notes below. And I hope that you're inspired. I hope that you go make some art and that you're positive. I hope you're having a positive day, that you're happy. And if you're not, just stay positive that there'll be better days to come. All right. Have a good one. See you next time.